My mom admits that there was a certain energizing kick in her interest in the 2016 election cycle, too, and it had nothing to do with her own re-election campaign to the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. Instead, it had everything to do with the pride she felt in the 8 years of the Obama administration, and all that Barack Obama stood for and accomplished. Don't bother me with what this president did not accomplish. That list is far shorter, she would say. It also had a lot to do with motherly pride, and her very real melancholy, a sadness to see it end. She and my dad were pleased that I had taken their advice, freely and given often, to remain at the White House until the end, stay and turn out the lights. But most of all, her energy had to do with the powerful bookends of Hillary Clinton, a public servant way ahead of my mom, at the top of her baby boomer generation, running for and going to become president. And it had been fun campaigning for Hillary with her own 5-year-old granddaughter, Aubrey, my niece who was predictably adorable, surprisingly quick-witted, and very, very outgoing. She was a natural-born politician. Aubrey had been to 5 White House Easter egg rolls on the South Lawn. "I can't wait to see the bunny and Barack Obama," she would always say, all one word. When I would gently warn her that she might not see him one year, that it was a crowded event, she would reply matter-of-factly, "Of course I'll see him. It's his backyard." She would tell him to his face, "I love you, Barack Obama," and she did. But it wasn't just President Obama whom she loved. Hillary Clinton held a special place in Aubrey's heart as well. She once piped up with an important question for Hillary at an intimate town hall meeting, asking what Hillary would do about trash on the playground. Hillary responded with kindness, calling Aubrey by name. "Trash on the playground? Well, I worry about that too." That sealed it. Aubrey threw her considerable clout behind Hillary. My mom was sure to meet up with Aubrey on Election Day, to bring her into the polling booth to vote, not just for her grandmother, but also for her friend and the first girl president, Hillary Clinton. My mom wasn't on the ballot in D.C., where I met up with my wife, Stephanie, outside the White House to find our local polling place. But I was filled with pride just the same, voting for Hillary and watching what it meant to Stephanie to wear her arrowed Hillary shirt around town and to work. No shirt for me, though. In the White House, we had been warned by the lawyers. No political paraphernalia. Not even an "I'm with her" button was allowed on premises. Stephanie and I cast our votes. I called my mom on the way back to work. Things looked good, she said. Like Hillary's, her victory was all but assured. As I waited for my 2 phones, one for work and one personal, to clear the x-ray machine, I smiled at one of the regular Secret Service agents. "Thank God it's finally over." "Nothing's over yet." "Yeah, guess you're right," I said. "Nothing more we can do but wait." Around 7:30 in the evening, staffers started to crowd into Press Secretary Josh Earnest's office, festooned with Kansas City Royals gear and photos of his young son. The chicken fingers were good, the waffle fries perfectly salted. There was nothing to worry about. Picking up some alcohol from my desk, I bumped into a few friends who mocked my clothing. I hate suits, and had been pushing for casual Fridays since the 2014 midterms. This Tuesday had a decidedly Friday vibe, so I changed into jeans and a sweater, victory casual, for the watch party. The only problem was that the buttons near the neck were out of whack, and I had to make a choice. Do I risk choking myself, or do I show, according to some friends, and all of my bosses, too much chest? I chose the latter. "What's it matter?" I said to a colleague. "It's all over anyway. We're done here. Time to pass the baton to PIW." For more than 2 years, I'd referred to Hillary as President-in-Waiting. I'm a worrier by nature, but it was always clear to me that she would succeed President Obama. The week before, the White House had begun making plans for the visit of the president-elect. I'd scribbled in my calendar, "Thursday, POTUS will meet with HRC." The returns started rolling in shortly after the first of the chicken fingers had vanished. Donald Trump was up in the Electoral College 19-3. I turned to the group and joked, "Oh no, we're losing." Of course, we were fine, but it was a little disturbing to see the actual checkmark of victory next to his smirking, copper-colored face. The beer and bourbon flowed. Some of the early returns from the bigger states started appearing on the screen. Too close to call, Trump up. No problem. The Democratic-leading counties hadn't reported yet. Ohio, Florida, North Carolina. We did what any sports fan does when he needs to regain the mojo. We switched positions. Around 9 o'clock, a group of us went into the Rose Garden and did breathing exercises. Back in Josh's office, texts, calls, and conversations blurred into a jumble.